Hello, grade sevens. I've had a lot of questions about your probability project this week, so I thought I'd go through it with you with a example game. So this part's just the instructions. Slide down to the green. The first part is to create the sample space for all the possible outcomes for your game. You must use two independent events, and I would just stick with two. Don't make it too complicated. We're gonna do, for this part, going to insert a table of outcomes instead of the tree diagram because it is easier to do on a computer. But having said that, if you want to use, so I'm trying to find the insert button. If you want to use like draw it and then insert a picture, go for it. My event or my game is going to have a dice and it's going to have a coin. But I invite you guys to get as creative as you can. So anyways, I have a dice. On a dice, there is a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I do not need this one. I will delete this row. No, column. Oops. Delete the column. And delete the column. And I'm going to use a dice and a coin. So on a coin, there's two outcomes, heads or tails. So when you're making a sample space, that means you're going to list all of the possible outcomes. Okay, so heads and 5, heads and 6, and then over here, tails and 1, tails 2, and so on. Okay, so this is a table of outcomes. I'm going to delete this row because I don't need that either. I have a possible, count it up, 12 outcomes. And the way you win, your desired outcome is going to be, I'm going to say, you only win if you get tails and an even number. I just made that up. It does not have to be that. Your game can be totally different. You can make it be, you can only win if you have tails and 6, tails and 2. You can make it heads and 2. You can make it, you only win if you pull out a ball that's blue and a pen that's red. Or whatever your game is. But I decided you only win if you get tails and an even number. All right, so that means you have a possible, or your probability is 3 out of 12. I'd like you to express this as a ratio, fraction, and a percent. The fraction is there, but we need to reduce it. We divide the top and the bottom by 3, so that's going to equal 1 out of 4. That's the reduced fraction. Here's that. The ratio is 1 to 4, and the percent is 20%. Okay, so for that desired outcome or the winning outcome, if you want to put winning there instead. All right. Instructions. Just kind of explain how to play it. First, roll the dice. Second, flip a coin. Win by getting tails and an even number. Make your instructions better than this. I'm just speeding through it to get it done, to show you. Okay, do it better than what I just did. Experimental probability. I will show you this in our next video.